Good evening everybody and welcome along to Inside Line Racing. This is ILR5 on the PS4 side. We are at round number 5 today, kicking off the European part of the season. We had Azerbaijan last week and now we have Catalonia this week for the Spanish Grand Prix. It has hosted the Spanish Grand Prix every year since 1992 and the layout of the circuit has changed slightly in that time, with the chicane in the middle of the back straight being removed and one added between the final two corners since its inception. I am Jess and I will be your commentator as per usual. And if you heard the news recently, the Spanish Grand Prix is back for 2020, so it is great that we're holding the Spanish Grand Prix this week. In the news that we're having another year of Spanish Grand Prix-ness. So you're going to have more of that in ILR, I've got to say. But before we kick off with qualifying, let's have a quick look at the beautiful track map we have around Catalonia today. So we have a 4.6 kilometre circuit with 16 corners, 2 DRS straights, one on the back straight between turn 9 and 10, and one at the start finish straight on turn 16. And it's absolutely very tight corners, and I'm sure we are going to see some action today. And we've seen some good overtaking. It's very difficult though, so people got to make sure that knowing the setup is key. To make sure you get around those difficult corners, because I will show you in a minute why it's that difficult. I mean, if you're watching the other tiers earlier, it was hard to actually brake around certain areas. So, are you guys ready for qualifying? I am ready for qualifying. Qualifying has just started in the lobby, so we're about to get underway. We'll go a quick run through of the standings. We've got Dan, who is leading the standings by 52 points. His gamer tag is changed because he's now an Inside Line Racing team. He got signed up this week, so he's on 52 points. Core Boy's on 43. Ron Line, who won last week, he did get a penalty though due to his instance last week, but I think he still won anyway. He's in third. Roberto Mancini in fourth. We have Jack Hawkeye in fifth, Milos sixth, Casper seventh with 26, NWBB with 25. Jay Carty on 22, Swimmy on 20, and then we have Pete on 14, Quinton on 12, Specialist on 8, S-Boy and Pinsky on 6, Cam K on 3, and everybody else yet to score. So, now let's get kicking off with qualifying. So, I don't have a clue myself what the weather's going to be like. I haven't even checked. But I do believe all the tiers we've seen so far tonight has been dry. It barely rains here in Spain because it gets quite hot. It's been quite hot in Europe this week, as some of you are aware, so I wonder if it's going to reflect the same here. We'll have to wait and see. So let's go on board with S-Boy, who was the first person to go out of the pit. So you're going right just before the 100 metre board here. You go up to 4th gear here. It is a really tricky uphill section that they need to get right, and it is not easy. Go as wide as possible before entering turn 3. This will allow you to keep your foot to the floor for as long as possible. It's basically like 180 degrees pretty much. And then is another 180 degree right-hander, much tighter than turn 3. Then just past turn 5 and 6, slow to second gear, get as close to the red as possible, kiss the curb like your favourite granny here. It won't cost you much lap time if you go towards that. Now heading towards 9 and 10 for the DRS zone, which you got to brake incredibly hard for this. You've got to make sure you carry the momentum going into the laps, and also turn 11 and 12 as well. You've got to brake incredibly, you've got to trail brake basically in order to do that well. As S-Boy goes towards the final corner, he's going to go into 4th, 5th, 6th. How many ERS? What lap time is he going to say? It's probably going to be invalidated. No, it's not. A 1:19.9. And that is on the hard compounded tyres, which is quite a decent lap time for the hard compounded tyres. Now, that is giving me an indication that it is going to be dry, because otherwise not many people will be on the hards anyway. So we've got quite a lot of people in the pit. I'm just seeing who else could be on a lap time. Swimmy's on a lap time. He's going towards the final corner now. Let's just see what he does. Comes across the line now, and it's a 1:19.3, puts him in second. Jack Hawkeye 1:18.5. That puts him in first place at the moment. I think the high 1:18s, basically the early 1:18s, late 1:17s is possibly what we could be expecting tonight from the drivers. And I think Pete is on a lap, I believe, as well. Yeah. Oh, no, he's not. He's possibly going to drive it into the pits. But we do have one person who is back, who has missed the first 4 races due to a holiday. But he's back for his first race in ILR5. It is Khalifa99. Well, Khalifa, I'm going to call him. I know him. He was ILR7 champion last season. So I wonder how he's going to do here. It's pretty impressive time on the medium so far. It is a 1:19.8 for him. And what I've heard in the chat, his pace is not good in Spain, but you never know. He could impress us. But we'll see anyway, as he's looking to possibly go on the medium to hard. Now, I've just been informed by someone, by Aero Specialist actually, it is going to rain at the start, and then it's going to be dries at the end. That is going to get absolutely tasty, I must say. So rain at the start and dries at the end. I am looking forward to this. I think it is going to be inters. I think. Not entirely sure. I think it's going to be inters. Unless it's going to start on full wet. But I don't have a clue, to be honest with you. As Batty's on the lap. I'm just going to see if anyone else is on the lap now. Last week's race winner, Online, is currently on a lap at the moment on the hard compounded tyre. Now, I think we probably will see a lot more people on the mediums and the softs as we get to the end. I think we could possibly see quite a lot of people on the softs anyway, due to the fact that it's a rainy start, and they can choose on what tyre they get to the end, basically. So it's up to them what tyre they want to go on. And we have a lot of people leaving the session. I think we're back to normal. It's alright, it's okay, it's all good. I thought it was a mass disconnect, but it wasn't. But anyway, Online is looking to use his momentum from last week, as he's had a little bit of a slide there, going past turn 13 and turn 14 as he goes towards the final corner now. Can he get a car in a good position at the moment? We'll have to wait and see. It is 8th at the moment for Online. I think everybody who's still using their lap time is either in the pit or saying a lap time at the moment. So we will just have to wait and see. I do believe Aero Specialist could be on one as well. He's just going past turn 1 now. Now he's on the softs quite early on. Unless he selected the softer option on the tyre selection when you make a tyre choice before you actually get into the session. I don't know actually. I don't know if he's done that. But if he has, he's got more soft to use, and he's had a little bit of a lock up as well. But he is going to try and gain some time going into these very tricky sections. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I wonder who that is. I don't know. It's been there for quite a long time, so I'm just going to see who else it is. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, the yellow flag has gone, so we are all good. So I'm just going to retweet the chat because we want ILR5 to get some good views today, because ILR4 keeps beating us every week. Every week so far. We can't let that happen, guys. Get your friends tuned in. I'm joking. You can choose what tier you want to watch. I'm not forcing you or anything, so we've got yellow flag in sector 2 and 3 as well. Now apparently Pete can't go in this session, so hopefully the lobby will continue. I think it should be, but we will see anyways. We've got 9 minutes of qualifying remaining as everyone is in bank collapses. Colo has set a time with a 1:18.0 on the softs. So we could see Colo get into the 1:18s. Now I'm going to try and see if I could... Oh. Lost connection. I lost connection to the server. I disconnected as well. Wow, that is interesting. So, yeah. So I think it is a lobby issue. Because I got kicked as well. Hopefully it's not a PSN issue. Please, I swear to God. But I'm going to switch scenes a minute whilst I try and get back in. So if you just give me a moment. I'm just seeing if I could... Oh, no, I can't join either because all my invites have got... Actually, I could join... I'm just hoping if Cam has sent me invites, I can join off him. But the only person... Oh, wait. I think so. Right, I think we're good. We will see. Cam has sent me an invite. I'm seeing if I can join the session. Right. I've joined the session. We'll see what happens here as well. So I can't really tell you who's on pole at the moment. Communicating with online services. This is not looking good. I am stuck on that for like a while. Well, we haven't had much technical issues in ILR5 stream this season, so you know, we shall see. So we'll try my best, but thank you to Cam K for sending me an invite. So I am still stuck, basically, at the moment. And this boy has retired from the session. That's the only thing I can tell you at the moment. And I'm still stuck. Oh, there we go. I think we're back. Okay, good. That is good. Woo. So let's carry on then. So we're switching the scenes again. Woo. So sorry about that delay. But let me just get everything back in. And I think Pete's back as well. So it's a beauty of having two lobby hosts, two admins in this league. One other person can do the invites. Right, so let me just give you a quick update on who's on pole and who's not. So Swimby's on pole with the first person to get into the 117s. We've got Kylo Man in second. The top four have set their times on the softs. I think we'll see more people on the softs due to the fact that it is going to be a wet start. Now, I don't know when it's going to dry up, so they said towards the end, but towards the end might be halfway through the race. So the game, pretty much the interchangeable conditions, the wet to dries, can change a lot on this game. So it is doable as we're going to find whoever is on a lap at the moment. I think everyone is on 0 ERS mode at the moment, so I think everyone is just making their way into the pit lane to set their final laps in because we have got 4 minutes left to go. And get your predictions in the chat, guys. Who are you rooting for? Let us know who you want to get pole position today and who you think is going to do well in the race. Now, I predicted last week and it flopped. I predicted Pete was going to do well and he flopped. So I'm not going to say anything about predictions because then they're not going to put the blame on me for them not doing so well. So, yeah. And I think that will be a good thing. So, I think Khalif is going into the pits. Yes, he is. Colo Man is on an outlap. No, Colo Man, he's reserved. He's one who does well. Abbas is in a Mercedes this week. He's on different teams every week. I swear. Oh, no, not again. You're kidding. I've lost connection again. Oh, this stream is going well, isn't it? Ah. Oh, my connection is having trouble apparently. Right, I'm seeing if I can join off Camk's invite again. Oh my god, what is going on with the lobby today? It might be due to the new lobby host that keeps causing for my internet to disconnect. But it shouldn't be because his bars are fine, so... Oh my word. Sorry about this. Now that's the second time that I got disconnected. Right. We should be back shortly anyway. Oh my god. Well, at least the stream's still going. If I was running the stream on PSN, the stream would have died by now, so could have been in a worse situation. Now, I know if people keep saying who's retired, I already know who's retired. It's lucky that I've got spare invites, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to join. I've got plenty of spare invites now, so yeah. So, I'm just going to find someone who could be on a lap. Colo Man, I think, could be on a lap as well. Collins has almost got stuck in traffic as well. But, luckily he's alright. He's going to get a bit of a tow from Jack. Hopefully Jack's moved out of the way, because Jack was almost on the racing line there. That would have cost him a little bit. As he goes past turn 10 and then going through to the tricky turn 11 and 12. There's quite a lot of bumps on this circuit, which a lot of people found difficult. And I've lost connection again. What is going on? Oh, God. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I keep getting disconnected. I might need to restart the stream. I don't know. I really don't know. PSN is having so many issues today for me. So I'm going to try and get... Oh... I can't connect at all. I am having more issues in life, basically, at the moment. Nope. I can't... jeez. So, welcome to ILR5 Radio. Where I'm trying to connect to the lobby. I'm just praying we get a restart for the race, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to commentate for you guys at this rate. Just praying, but, you know. Nope, I keep having problems with disconnections, okay. So I can't connect at all. Now I'm gonna, tell the chat. Third. So, I don't know if it's ping or anything. It might be due to ping, I'm not sure. But I'm glad it didn't have problems in the ILR8 race that I was racing at. That would have been a disaster. I would have panicked like hell. We'll see if I can get back. I might have to restart my... Oh, I think we're back. I'm just praying we get a restart, because otherwise I'm probably going to end up getting disconnected again. So, we shall see. And qualifying is just about to finish. And we shall see who's on pole. I think we're back. Please. I wonder if other people's PSN has had issues. So, I'll get the best fitted for you. Hopefully, third time lucky. Because if not, we're going to have some issues. But let's just see. I think Quintin is going to cross the final corner now in the Renault. He is about to set his lap time. We'll just have to wait and see. Can he get pole on the set of the soft tyres? He's weaving. And he's got third. I'm just seeing if anyone else can improve. Khalifa is on his final lap as well. what I've already done is I've already changed my Wi-Fi on my phone to 4G, so that's why. And Khalif crossed the line, he can't improve either. So we have your pole position. So, and I can confirm if I disconnect again, the race will continue because the race takes priority at the moment over a stream. So hopefully we shouldn't have any problems from here on out, but if we do have any problems, if I disconnect again, then I'll have to end the stream early, but we'll see anyway. So we will keep you informed. But anyway, Colo Man takes part. We got then all these lovely people. I'm just going to go through the standings pretty quickly so it can be screenshotted easily. I would have time, but you know, we shall see. So Abati didn't get the memo for a wet race. Quite a few people actually go. Right, I'm gonna hopefully the stream's a lot better for you because I've restarted. I restarted it just for a little bit because it was dropping frames like mad at the moment. I wonder if Wi-Fi is playing across the country, because it seems to be, because I know quite a few people's Wi-Fi is playing up at the moment, not just mine, but there we go. So some of the drivers who didn't check the weather report are going to be in for a little bit of a shock because of the weather, because they didn't check the weather. I always check the weather before qualifying, because then I can adjust. What I could do is I can adjust the setup if needed as well, and I could do all these things, and you know, I wonder what these guys will be doing. So let's get started. So I think it is inter conditions, so we shall see. Yep, it is inters. It is inters. So they'll all be starting on intermediate tyres, and then depending on when the rain will stop, it looks quite heavy for inters, to be honest. So I think the rain, to be honest, the rain's going to be there for quite a while, I'm predicting. I think it's going to last for quite a bit of time. And, oh, stream has died again. I might have to change the quality back to 720p, because at the moment it's at 1080p and it's struggling a little bit. I think it must be that other people on the internet as well. It might be my dad is on bloody OneDrive, because you know my dad, he keeps syncing photos. But hopefully, I have told them I am streaming today, so hopefully they get the memo. We shall see anyway. So, as everyone is going through to start their laps now, get your predictions in. Colo really needs to get a good start, and it is very tricky in the wet. Some people may run no traction because they're trying their best to get the higher tiers ready for next season, and no traction in the wet without no joke. It is very difficult. It is one of the hardest things you ever got to realise, and it is a skill in itself to drive in the wet. Really, but it could have been worse. It could have been these guys on full wet, but it is inters, so it's going to spice things up. So let us know who you think is going to win. We've got Pinnanen, who said Dan is going to get the win. He also predicted Dan's going to get the pole as well, but unfortunately he didn't get the pole, sadly. I think we're back with the stream. Pray to God. Yeah, we are back with the stream. That is all good. So all the drivers are lining up on the grid for the start of the session. Oh, please. Oh, we're getting lobby. Oh, no. I thought we were going to get lobby issues then. Thank the Lord. Anyway, 5 red lights are about to come on. And it is lights out, and away we go. And Ben Gallagher's got a drive-through penalty due to a jump start. Kylo's got a very good start, but Swimmy is right on the back of him going into turn 1. It is going to be very, very intense. The Force Indy is going to have a go as well, approaching turn 1. Swimmy's almost lost another position, but everyone is trying to find the amount of grip going into turn 1. Looks like everyone has made it clean going towards turn 2 and then approaching turn 3. The top 4 are running in close formation as Pete is going to try and have a little bit of a snip, but couldn't quite do it. NWBB is sniffing on the pace at the moment. Meanwhile, up the back, Dan is lost position. Dan's trying to go around the inside. He's going to go into P9. He almost had a sniff around Khalifa as well. So we've already seen some massive changes throughout the field. We've got Cam K. That's lost position. He's dropped it. He's got it down as well. Collins has dropped it in as well. So that's a bit of a shame for him. Abbasi as well on the back of Jack Walker. It is absolutely getting mental here on these first couple of laps. And it is really hard to see, to be honest, as we've got Abbasi almost trying to have a look around the outside there, but couldn't quite work. It's going to be 3 wides going here almost, and they just got to keep it steady, trying to, you know, don't go too aggressive on the first lap because the race is not over until the checker flag falls. So they've really got to iron out the issues, and Colo has already pulled up a good gap, but we can see Swimmy has gained some good slipstream already on Colo, so he's already starting to pick up the pace a little bit, as we've already seen times starting to tumble a little bit, as Khalifa is got Ronline and Quinton and Coolboy. It's basically a battle for, it's pretty much due to the rain. We're going to see more battles and more trains. The train driver of that train is a little bit too further ahead at the moment for Khalifa. By the way, Khalifa, is he going to try and get the outside from Dan? Maybe not. 2 ILR champions from season 5 fighting it out. Dan holds on to the inside and he keeps P8. Splendid moves from the both of them, keeping it together. Swimmy has lost the position to NWBB. Let's jump on that battle as DRS, don't forget, DRS is disabled due to the fact that it is rain, but we will have a clearer indication on the conditions due to this, and we'll see Khalifa is trying to get past Huberto. Actually, Huberto is going to try and get past Khalifa around the outside. Can he do it? Khalifa holds on to the inside line, going to turn 11 and 12. Huberto gets the bare exit. Khalifa almost going a little bit wide there, going towards the tight little hairpin. There are a few run-off areas. Oh, a little bit of a touch for Khalifa to Huberto, but hopefully no harm done as NWBB has set the fastest lap. So he is gaining on Colo Man already, which is impressive. And we got a Welsh one too. Actually, no, it's a different league. I was looking at the wrong chat, but anyway. As Huberto managed to go around the outside of Khalifa. And that is Huberto up into 9th place at the moment. So they're having a little bit of a squabble. I think they'll fight for the next couple of laps, I think. But for some of these guys, how long they can stay on the inters will depend on how long the rain goes on for. So basically, all they got to do is they got to look on pure judgment to decide on, oh, when will be the best time to pit. As NWBB is right behind Colo Man now, as NWBB is going to get the outside line. Colo defends to the inside, but NWBB tries to get the outside and does it perfectly. No mistake done there from NWBB. That's him into first. But meanwhile, Callboy in the Mercedes has just got past Pete. Pete is up into P4. Down the back, we've got Specialist and J-Cart having a little bit of a battle as well. And Abbasi, who's filling in for Casper this week, is trying to go around the outside and couldn't quite do it. So hopefully the 2 Mercedes this week will have better luck, because the last few races we had a bottle class for the Mercedes, which we didn't want to happen. We'll see how far Colo is from NWB now. We'll see how far the lap pace is as well compared to the other guys. And Swimmy is not that far behind Colo Man, so is Colo Man starting to struggle a little bit? We'll have to wait and see. Liam is a person who's rooting for Colo, as we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. And it is Collins. Collins, he has binned it in turn one. And no damage, I don't think. I'm just thinking to see if I can see anyone ahead who has damage. Ben Gallagher. Let me just see about Ben Gallagher. I think Ben Gallagher's okay at least. That's all right. And we got Dan fighting off one line as well as fighting up with all their might here. Don't forget, Dan is the championship leader. He is the man who is doing well in the championship, but we can see the battle for 5th is hotting up. We've got Pete, we've got Quentin, we've got Ronline, and we've got Dan. And potentially Swimmy if Pete can catch up to the guys. We'll have to wait and see, but Swimmy will start to pull away when they see the other guys battling. So I think these guys will be loving this. As we got someone trying to make a lunge, but couldn't quite work. We've got Huberto and Khalifa right behind as well. And this is getting absolutely feisty at the moment as people are trying to make their way through the field. And I've seen this in other races in F1 2019. The rain can really start to shake things up here. And it is. It is starting to shake things up. And not many people are making mistakes. No one has gone into the pits as well. I would be expecting a lot more people to dive it into the pits, but they're not. Which means I think they're taking it cautious for now and wait till they get to the rain. And Colo Man was very struggling on those intermediates. And Cowboy, out of nowhere, Cowboy has got into P2. And Ron Line's going to make, he's just got past the lagging Renault of Quintin. And I think Colo Man managing to get past Swimmy behind as well. So Colo now is back into P3. So he's lost quite a few positions. And then WBB is starting to pull the gap. The gap now is about 2.1 seconds as there is a little bit of curb that a few people keep running over, but hopefully we should be all right. We have got we've got the McLaren, the Renault Power engines fighting for P11 as IXC Fun is going to try and see if he can get the inside from Jack, but Jack is covering from the inside, so couldn't quite do it. I can see a bit of the sun peeping out as well, so things can get spicy. And I forgot to do supercharge. I'm an absolute idiot and I forgot to do supercharge. But no one has pitted yet, so I will do it now. So let me check. So Aero Specialist gets a supercharge award this week. Aero Specialist has gained 6 positions. So well done to Aero Specialist. I'm going to check in a minute a few things as Pete's doing very well on pace, but he's got the Renault Quintin right behind. But Quintin is having a rev glitch as well. I'm not sure if it's down to the lobby host, but IXC third. Let me get off the rev glitch person in a minute. Oh, as IXC third went a bit wide there as Abassi. It's going to go around the inside. Easily does it from Abassi. And we've got Pete that's just got past Quintin. Quintin is ghosting. He is struggling to get past him. It is very difficult. I wonder if it's the same on their screen than mine, but we'll find out anyway. So that's 7 out of 33. And WBB leads by 2.4 seconds. Swimmy is going to try and just got past Colo Man into P3 then. Colo could have another look. Use momentum. I hardly see any rain now. So, no, the rain, I told you, it's almost going to come halfway through the race. It's coming out to dry. But it is not the right time to go pit for dries yet because there's still some damp bits on the track. So, dry incoming, as I've put in the chat, just to give you guys a heads up. And what tyres will people go on to? I wonder if they will still do the mediums to hard strategy. They will get free choice of tyres, of course. We've got Roberto Mancini still over the back of Pete as well. We'll have a clear indication of when it is going to be DRS enabled soon as Roberto tries to go around the outside. Oh, there's contact. The other Ferrari, Khalifa, I think, made contact. It wasn't intentional, obviously. And we've got Jack Hawkeye trying to make a move too. It is getting very misty. You can see also a bit of the spray coming as well, which makes things even difficult. No one has opted to pit yet, which is good. And if people have pitted, then they probably made the wrong decision. As you can see, the spray as the track is starting to dry up. Polo Man. Ooh. Polo Man is pitting for mediums already. Is that a gamble? I don't know. I think personally... Oh, what? Okay, there's contact. Contact between Dan and Ron Line. I didn't quite see what happened there. I wonder if that will cause a safety car. I don't think it would. But Pete has dropped position as well. He's dropped down into 14. So quite a few people have dropped down. Hopefully it's not DC. As Khalifa's gone off. It is very hard conditions at the moment. It is kind of like medium. As in, it is not dry, it is not wet. And it's in between, basically. And the drivers don't know what to do. It comes to that stage of the race where they don't know. And I'm just going to see where Colo Man... Let me just follow Colo Man. Yeah, he's sliding. You can see this bit of the track is quite dry, but sector 1 is still wet. So, I think it might be a bit of a gamble worth taking as Pete's lost another position. And yeah, this is another part of the wet track too. And we've also got Camke still right behind as well. So, and Swimmy's going into the pits as well. Are we starting to see people gamble it too early? Because Polo Man, I think, is way too early, but I might be wrong. But I'm not chief strategist. But as it is going to take a while due to some of the damp patches on the track. It's going to take a while for the tyres to get up to temperature. So, finding it hard. To be honest, I would find it hard personally to decide when to come in and when not to. And I would probably fail at that situation. As Colo Man spun, yeah. I think it's one lap too. Oh, that you shouldn't retire like that, my friend. I think he retired intentionally there and hit Milos and possibly one line as well. As Colo Man has left the session, I don't think he is too happy about that. We've got yellow flags in sector 1 and sector 2 there. I think, to be honest, you're gonna start to struggle no matter what tyre you go on to. Really, you are. It is gonna be no fine line, sadly. I mean, but it's gonna get to a stage where the rain will stop and you will have to come in. But the engines are alright at the moment, possibly for a couple more laps. Let me know in the chat what you guys would do, as IXC Fun has just got a time penalty there. So we got our first time penalty. Everyone is diving into the pits. Yeah, I think it's the best call because I hardly see any wet spray anymore. So from that car, so everyone's going to dive it in. Specialist is in, Batty's in, Camke, IXC, Swimmy, Khalifa. They might have got involved in the incident in turn 1, but I don't know. This might be looked up again. I'm sorry I didn't catch up with that. But I do see some spray coming towards the start finish straight. But we shall see anyway. As NWBB, does he look like he's struggling? Probably not. It doesn't look like he's struggling. So he will be. I think he'll probably dive into the pits anyway. He's got quite a comfortable gap between first and third as well. And yep, he's diving into the pit lane. And will Callboy be following suit? I won't be surprised if he will. Yes, he will. And I think Umberto will be potentially as well. I'll follow NWBB for a second just to see on what tyre they decide to go on. So he goes on the hards, which I think can go to the end. Jay Carty stays down the inters, interestingly enough. I wonder if that overcut would work, or will he start to struggle? Poor boy's on the hards. Umberto goes in. Umberto on the mediums. S-Boy goes in as well. S-Boy is on the soft. So all three, no, not the soft, the hards. The game keeps tricking me. And I don't like the game tricking me. It's not good. It is not good. The game's been tricking me like that. Now, I don't know what's going on because it keeps... My streams keep having issues at the moment. But hopefully we should be fine. As I think everyone's out except Jake Carty. Oh! As IXT Fun has had a little spin. Oh! I think IXT Fun forgot to wait for the Ferrari. And he got more damage. So he probably will have to... I think he'll probably have to dive it into the pits as well, I think. Again. As NWBB is not that far behind Jay Carty anyway. So I think it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. We'll need to get past him soon. We haven't seen the DRS enabled yet, so... Or we might have seen it, but I probably wasn't paying attention. Knowing me, it was on the stream, but I haven't been paying attention. But, you know, we'll see. So, because we've got Callboy who's got past Jay Carty. Well, obviously, Jay Carty was in the pits anyway, so that is not a problem. And I'll see what car tyres Jay Carty goes on to. He goes on to the hards, and he's got a little bit of a battle for Jack Hawkeye as well. And the hards again, they take a very long time to warm up in Spain. I know from experience because when I was racing in ILR8 earlier, the hards, they took forever to warm up. But the hards were a good race tyre once you come to think of it. And I think Jack Hawkeye's going to hold on to P5. He's around about 3 seconds behind Umberto as well. This could get pretty tense. And also Cam K is right behind as well. Cam K is in 9th position. And Milos, oh, that's a bit harsh. A 5-second penalty for corner cutting. I wonder if we cut the corner bad there. I wonder. We'll see anyway. Oh, Milos is retired as he got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I think he has given up. I'm not entirely sure about that. But we shall see. As S-Boy and Khalifa battle for the last point. S-Boy and Cam are still having a battle with Abassi as well. And I don't think we'll have DRS yet. I think it's going to get a few more laps before DRS is enabled, I think. I'm surprised it's not enabled now, because the track is dry enough. But the drivers do surprise us from a day-to-day basis. As S-Boy has had a little bit of a slide. He will have to move out the way, and he does. He doesn't make... Oh, I do see a bit of wet patches. So maybe some of these guys have touched a little bit of the wet line, which is probably what has happened. Now, the gap between first and third, let me just check, is 15 seconds. So already NWBB has pulled up a massive gap to the rest of the field. And IXC Fun is also going to... So hi guys, we are back. Sorry about the delay, but I was trying to stream at 1080p and it was causing issues. So I'm having to downgrade it to 720p. Hopefully it should be a lot better. The quality would have gone down a little bit, but it is better to be on the safe side. And we did see, I think, Ronline get past his teammate of S-Boy. And Dan and Pete also having a little bit of a scrap as well. So I think the battle for the midfield is definitely going to hot up. Because I think, to be honest, in this tier, the battle for the midfield is going to be, I think, a little bit, more exciting, I must say. Because they're battling for the point. The gaps are starting to close in, and mainly because of the changeable conditions as well. Just give you an update. NWBB is still leading quite comfortably with a 4.7 gap between him and Coreboy. But we got Quintin and Jack still fighting for 4th place. And Aero Specialist almost gone wide again. I wonder if there's still some damp patches again. Surely, I don't think the DRS is enabled yet, because I think coming towards this turn, you can see that is where you can start to see a little bit of damp. I wonder how long it takes to get rid of wet patches in Spain. We shall see anyway, as we've got Specialist giving all his might here to try and get past. He is on fresher tyres, he's on softer tyres, so surely he'll have more of the advantage, but the mediums, the hards will last longer than the mediums, so maybe Aero Specialist will have to pit towards the end, and possibly Huberto Mancini as well. They're probably going to hope, they're going to probably pray that there is going to be a safety car. And we got 3 wide as Quintin tries to go past, as I did see a little bit of carbon fibre going on as well. I'm annoyed, to be honest, that the camera didn't really show full view of that, really. But hey ho, that's what happens sometimes, as Aero Specialist is now down in P6 again, as I think he's finding it a little bit scared to try and get past Quintin for now. So he's got to make some room. All these guys have got to give it some room, and all the time you've got to leave the space. And we've got Aero Specialist. Is he going to try and go around the outside of Quintin? Hopefully these guys don't touch. Oh, that was close to touching, but they actually touched a little bit there. Hopefully neither of these guys have got wing damage, because look, Quintin is lagging like crazy. I mean, he's struggling. I mean, he needs to have a better internet connection, but yeah, Aero Specialist, I think, got damage from that, as Aero Specialist is going to dive into the pits. He's just slowed it in time. No, he hasn't. He has got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane, and I'm having internet, you know, it keeps thinking we're on a higher bit rate. Sorry if it keeps dropping out, but I don't know, it may be because it's too hot today, I don't know. But Collins, oh, okay, I wasn't meant to do that. As Collins, I was just checking, I think I pressed the wrong button, I looked at view profile instead. But anyway, Collins is out of the session, unfortunately, so he won't be taking part. There's migrating host again, so hopefully there won't be any more issues. As Coreboy has just set the fastest lap so far. Don't forget, if you are new to ILR in general, the point will be given. There will be a point given to if you get the fastest lap and if you're in the top 10, so you'll get an extra point. So far, the extra point will go to Roberto, who's currently in 3 at the moment. Actually, no, it's down on the hards with a 122. Fastest laps when I ever seen one. And if you want to know what happened in qualifying, I can't tell you because I didn't see most of it because I kept getting disconnected. It may be my internet's playing up altogether in general. Really. Don't forget, I am with PlusNet, and it is owned by BT, and BT has been having issues from some people, so I think it's starting to come to my house. So, Roberto still in third. I'm just going to see how many decent battles to follow. We could have one between the last point position, between ILRT Dan and Ronline. So the gap now is about 7 tenths, and S-Boy I think has the best. S-Boy will have the best seat in the house because he will just wait for the guys to see if they can make a mistake, and he'll be like, "Oh, hold on, see you later. I'm having that position," and that is what he wants to do. And Khalifa has been disconnected. Okay. So that's why he's ghosted then. So we've had quite a lot of disconnecting issues today. So I don't think it's just me. So it may be due to the fact, obviously, the lobby host is connected to start with, and then we had a different one, and then a different one got disconnected. And so I don't know who the lobby host is now. So I'll try and do the best I can to cover the last 13 laps or so. Hopefully the stream will stay intact. I won't be competing for views this time due to the fact that we've had lobby issues. But yeah, Khalifa's gutted that he can't join. But yeah, and Zero Specialist has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. So, which is probably not going to affect him much, really, because he's down in 15th, and it's not really going to change. We might go in last if he's got more penalties, but I think to be honest, I'm trying to think what to say. I can't remember what to say. I was going to say something, but I completely forgot. But whoa, Dan, 121.8. What? That's insane on the hards. On race pace. I wonder if he could go even faster than that. So he just got past 1.9. Dan is up into 10th. And we got Specialist has got past the ghost of Khalifa. So the ghost of Khalifa is now down in 15th. So I don't think the two Ferraris will be scoring any points today, which will be a shame. It'll be a shame to see, really. But meanwhile, the Mercedes are cool, boy, doing really well. Up, both Mercedes, touch wood, both Mercedes in the points, which I'm quite shocked about. But anyway, we've got a cheeky battle up front, but I couldn't see what it was. It was definitely some lapped cars, because it definitely wasn't the leaders. It might have been, actually. Or it may be NWBB trying to... I think, to be honest, I think it was MWBB trying to get past a lapped car. But NWBB is definitely having a troubled-free race at the moment, which is good. I'm still going to check if the stream is still running, which it is, but it's very delayed at the moment. It's like, it's on lap 15, which is crazy. So, yeah. That's how delayed the stream is, ladies and gentlemen. It's still on lap 15. Or I might be looking at the wrong stream. Nope, I was looking at the wrong stream. Oh, stupid me. We're not on lap 15. Oh my god. I thought I was panicking for a minute there. Oopsie daisy. So Quinton's now 1/10 from J-Cars, so we can have another battle happening. They're approaching turn 13 and 14 potentially as well. Don't forget, mid-season sign-ups are open if you are interested in signing up for the best league, ILR of course. You will have to submit time trials. I completely forgot what time trials you have to do, but you will have to submit time trials anyway. There's Quentin. He's almost going to try and get enough. He had a sniff. He had a sniff. You can tell he was going to have a sniff, but I think he wanted to play it safe and decided to stay where he is. IXT Fun is another person who is down in 16th, but he's not giving up on those hard tyres, because you never know what the other guys in front may do. So it's important that the guys stay around. Battle for the points is still going strong, but this time it's completely different people. I think we've got S-Boy and Pete now fighting for position now. I think this lobby host, whoever the lobby host is now, I don't know who the lobby host is, but whoever the lobby host is now is much better, I think. I think his internet, is a lot more stable, so that is looking good. But we've still got 10 laps to go. As Huberto dives into the pits, but I think most of the medium runners are going to dive it into the pits now. But let's just watch this battle heat up. I don't know how long, to be honest, I don't know how long the hards go on for, but we got Camke on the softs. And it's going to be very close, actually. No, it's not. I thought it was going to be close going into the pit lane, but it wasn't. Camke is going to gain on quite a bit, actually. So Camke is going to possibly join on this little battle. And Camke could be on for fastest lap. We shall see. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to get fastest lap as well. And I think we should do a hashtag pray for Jess's internet. I hope my internet is fine for tomorrow's ILR3 Xbox stream. But there we go. It happens sometimes. 7 tenths now. As we've got a bit of a lock-up from S-Boy, I'll probably gain a bit of time to Camke behind to try and catch up to these guys. Can he gain the seconds that he needs soon? Because if he doesn't, he's not going to get those points. And Ron Line just got past the Ghost of Khalifa. I don't think I can invite Khalifa, I don't think, because I'm a spectator. Unless someone is still in the session who's retired can invite him. I don't know, but I doubt it. So unfortunately, it will be a retirement for Khalifa, because you will have to complete at least 90% of the race. As Ron Line, I think, has dropped back from the other guys, so I think, or maybe he's pitted, I don't know, but yeah, he has pitted, I thought so. But I think S-Boy was the one who dropped him a little bit. We shall see. Roberto's still about 2 tenths behind Abassi going into the final corners, and Abassi's the one who's lagging as well. So I think Abassi's having connection issues as well. It might just be me lagging, I don't know. But anyway, looking at the tyres, Roberto is absolutely chasing on them. He can get past Abassi, and potentially, if he catches up, maybe Dan as well. You can see Dan might in the same camera shot as well. So this could prove very good for Roberto, as long as he doesn't burn his tyres a bit too much, and as long as he doesn't push too much. So as you can see on the right hand side, the yellow warning light is on. It is flashing yellow. And as long as it doesn't stay like that for most of the race, then he should be fine. So, if it stays like this to the end, he should be fine going to the end. So, you can tell he wants the fastest lap so badly, but he's not going to go on the softs anyway. Aero Special's getting 120.7 as fast as that. As we have got Bassi and Alberto taking the same exit there. Keeping to the same lines to try and get some good traction. I wonder if Alberto will have another look there. Oh, maybe not. I think Bassi has good straight line speed on the hards if they're on the same tyres, but due to the fact that Alberto's on softer tyres, he's going to have a lot more grip going into there. He's going to get DRS. DRS is enabled now. And Bassi gets past. No, Alberto gets past Bassi up into 7th place. And Cam K's out. Cam K is out. Not sure what happened to Cam K. We'll see if I can go on board with someone who is ahead, or I can see. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to see Cam K's retirement, but he must have binned it somewhere. I won't be surprised if he binned it out of the pits, but I don't know. That was unfortunate. It might be set to free actually. I'll see if I can see Cam K's car anywhere. No, I can't see Cam K's car anywhere. So, and there's been a yellow flag and set to free quite a bit actually. Aero Specialist and IXE Fun both get past as well. So this has been a mixed bag of a race, to be honest. It's in terms of strategy. Some people pitting at the right time, some people pitting at the wrong time. NWBB controlling the race. It's been a good Spain race. It hasn't been one of those boring races. I think the advantage of having equal cars, it just makes the racing so much closer. Whereas in real life Spain, it was pretty boring. I actually fell asleep during that. The real life Spanish Grand Prix, I did sleep halfway through. Or it might have been France actually, I can't remember. No, it was Spain. It was Spain. It was Spain, I definitely fell asleep halfway through. Because it was that boring. But, you know, it's not as entertaining in real life, but it is actually quite good in ILR, of course. We've seen classic battles happen in the past. As Khalifa, well, the AI of Khalifa is gonna dive into the pits now. So there he goes. As Jack Hawkeye is going to get a very good position of 3rd place if he keeps this up. He's got a comfortable gap for Jay Carty, but Jay Carty on new tyres as well. But I don't think Jay Carty is going to have the grip that he needs to push to get 3rd place, but we will see. We've seen surprises happen in the past. We've seen surprises happen to pretty much everyone, but we shall see. So I'll look at the biggest gainers once again. So Abassi's gained 7. S-Boy's gained 8, Aero Specialist has gained 7, Roberto's gained 3, Dan's gained 1, Quinton stayed where he is, Jay Carty's gained 7, Jat's gained 9, Cool Boy's gained 2, and NWBB's gained 2. And losers, Pete's lost 4, Swimmy's lost 9, Online's lost 4, Khalifa's lost 5, IXC's lost 2, and Ben Gallagher has lost 2. That was a quick update. And looking through stops as well, Roberto stopped twice, Swimmy's stopped twice, Online stopped twice, Specialist has stopped 3 times, IXE Fun has stopped twice, and Ben Gallagher has stopped twice. And Ben Gallagher has, Ben Gallagher's got a time penalty for ignoring blue flags. That's the first of these time penalties that I have seen in a while anyway. So, as we are on the last 5 or so laps of this Grand Prix, it is getting a little bit brighter than usual as people are trying to find the line. Can we see position changes towards the end of the race? I think the only position change we will see will be between, I think, Pete and S-Boy potentially. Because Pete is managing to hold him strong pretty much the whole of this race. Because points, to be honest, points really make a lot of difference. And, well, it depends really, because 1 point could make a difference between winning and losing a championship or winning and losing a position in the championship. And we are starting to see early leaders in the championship so far, but we won't know the main title contenders until halfway in the championship. We've had, I don't know how many different winners. Let me just check actually how many different winners we've had so far in ILR5. Because in ILR5 last season, we've had, I think it was 4 or 5 races where we had different winners. And then it was Verstappen that broke the curse and took his second win. So let me just check quickly of how many people done that. So I want to make the stream interesting, so I thought I may as well. As we've got, I think, Dan, and I think, or he might be lapping the Ferrari, I'm not sure, but we've got Roberto and Dan. I mean, could have a battle for the end as well. Let me just check. So, yeah, we've had 4 different winners. So, Callboy's won once, One Line's won once, Casper's won once, and NWBB's won once. So, we will break the curse today in round 5, because either Callboy or NWBB, Callboy's gained a massive time. I've only just noticed that. Callboy's flying, and they've been on the tyres for 20 laps. Now, I'm going to check penalties, because I wonder if any of the top players have penalties. I doubt it. NWBB's got a penalty. Interesting. He got it in lap 15. I didn't see that. I think at that point during the stream, I was concentrating on to get the stream going. And Callboy, no warnings and no penalties. So, Callboy has got to keep NWBB at bay. And then he's won this race. Does NWBB know that Callboy doesn't have a penalty? Callboy now knows that he can't make any mistakes. He'll get his second win. He's had bad luck in the last 2 races. It will be nice to see to get his good luck again. And someone had just said in the chat, threw the race away by putting on the mediums. Wasn't even thinking if they can make it to the end. I'm so stupid. Whoever that was, it's really it. I think it was either Collins, I think. Yeah, it might have been Collins, actually. I don't know. If you just let me know your gamer tag, that'll be great. But the battle for the lead is definitely going to hot up towards the end. And potentially S-Boy and Abassi. I like it when the last few laps tend to spice things up a bit. But we shall see. As Callboy is good. Callboy's just getting the better run here, going into the DRS street. He's going to get DRS anyway. NWBB has got to defend for his life. But Callboy, almost a bit of touching, but luckily no touching needed. As we're about to start the final lap. It's going to get, the track temperatures are going to get really hot at the moment. And this is the final chance for Callboy and NWBB to really make a stand here in Spain. Cowboy is going to get DRS once again. NWBB decides to fend off the inside. Cowboy takes the outside. Can he make the move down into turn 1? It's going to be a very tight exit as they make around the apex. Cowboy gets a better run there. Cowboy's in the lead of this race, but it is far from over at the moment as NWBB, we've got a yellow flag, I don't care about that, as NWBB tries to go around the inside there, and we've got, I think it was Williams was going slow, but anyway, NWBB is not giving up. He wants to win on track. He wants to do all he can to win on track, because otherwise he could lose another position. Actually, he won't lose another position because Jack Hawkeye is around about 17.4 seconds back. The other DRS straight is coming. I think it may be too little too late. On NWBB make a little bit of a mistake there. I think it is pretty much game over for NWBB there. He's lost a bit of time, but he's still going to get a podium. But if he didn't get that penalty, he would have got that race win. But anyway, out of nowhere, but absolutely incredible, Cowboy is going to come across the line. He's going to win his second race in ILR5, and he takes the win in Spain. What a result. And NWBB dive goes into the pits. Okay. So, I guess he was having enough. But anyway, he still finishes P2. Very interesting glitch there. And Jack Hawkeye comes across the line in P3. So, another podium for Jack. And we have Quintin, Jake Carsey 4th, Quintin 5th. Ben Gallagher gets a 5-second time penalty for the unsaid penalty, but that still puts him in 16th anyway. Well, 15th because Khalifa's disconnected. Dan 6th, Huberto 7th, Abassi comes across the line in 10th. S-Boy, ever so close between those two. And we got that Pete will take the last point. And Ron Line 11th, and we'll have Swimmy in 12th. And that will be your final finisher. Then we'll have Aero Specialist in 13th. And there we go. It hasn't been a too bad a race. Again, I would like to apologise about the technical difficulties we were suffering this stream. Hopefully it will all be fixed tomorrow for ILR3 Xbox. I will do my best to try and fix it. It may be something to do with my end. It may be something to do with my ISPN. I don't know. Or it might have been that I forgot to connect the Ethernet cable in. I don't know. But we managed to get a stream in the end. And that's all that matters. And it's Cowboy that takes the win in Spain. So we've got an Irishman, a Welshman, and I don't know what nationality. I know he's in the UK anyway, as well. So I'll go through the standings before I wrap up the stream. So we've got Cowboy who takes the win. And NWBB second, Jack third, Carsey 4th, Quintin 5th, and we've got Dan, Humberto, Abassi, S-Boy, Knighton, which is Pete, Ron Line, Swimmy, Specialist, IXE Fun, Khalifa, Ben Gallagher, and your retirements, Cam K, Collins, Milos, and Coleman. That has been ILR5 on the PS4 side. We really do hope you enjoyed it. If you want more PS4 action, don't forget to check ILRs 1, 2, and 3 on Sunday for some more PS4 action for the Spanish Grand Prix. But also, don't forget, we do have ILR 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Xbox on at 7:30 PM. More information about what channels you can find those, either Twitch or YouTube, will be on the ILR Twitter tomorrow at around lunchtime. So make sure you do check that out. But if you want to find out where ILR3 Xbox is, because I'm commentating that and streaming that, it will be on the ILR YouTube. So make sure you do check that out. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been JessGames95. Have a good rest of your evening, guys. And if you want to see more of my commentating, check me tomorrow at 7:30 on the YouTube channel. But for ILR5, make sure you join us same time next week for the Monaco Grand Prix. That should be absolutely intense, I must say. Hopefully we won't get the same amount of carnage as Baku, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, have a good evening and good night.